do, but they're going to have to throw the ball on this one.
You would think. I know part of it, they kind of don't want to leave too much on the clock because you don't want the Seminoles to come back. So here it is, handoff again. Good stop, Darius Ridley.
But the good thing I'm not calling the out there because that was a big first down.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank Darius and Mark combined for that tackle, but not until after we crossed the first down.
Yeah, geez, that was a great call. You know what? You got 3rd and 5, and you're going to hand it off inside. Good hard run. You know, just give a lot of credit to the running back there. That was a gutsy call by the coaching staff, and it worked to great advantage.
This is it. It's intense. Quarterback's back to pass.
He's got a guy.
Ball gets another dump out there to Brandon Carter again. And another big catch from Brandon. Got the ball, got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
54 seconds to go in the championship game.
First and goal. It is 4 downs. 4 downs.
Well, and here's the thing, you know, we haven't seen any place kickers. Do they have a place kicker?
I know in the past, number 25 has done some kicking for them. I feel like they're probably going to go for this regardless, but we'll see.
Well, the field goal wins it.
Yeah. Gavin back to pass. Now he hands up the ball. Ty Bowie. Big time stop. A few yards, but that's going to be 2nd down.
Holy mackerel. So it's going to be down there to about the 3-yard line.
5-0.
5-yard line. 5-yard line. 3rd down. Oh boy, here we go. Championship. 2 plays to win to decide the championship.
Yep.
Now the official is coming over to the sidelines.
We want to make sure that the time is correct. Every second counts in this situation. All right, 50 seconds left. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So now they had to reset the clock.
44 seconds.
Trips to the top. Another handoff.
He sees a hole. Oh, I was with the crowd for a second. I thought they were going. He saw the hole. He accelerated into that. Was a nice run by the running back, and then the defense rallied to it and shut him down.
Yeah, that's interesting. It should be 3rd down right now. I don't know why it says 2nd. They just ran the ball twice. So.
Yeah, I mean, because I was thinking, I don't know. I was thinking the same thing.
It was 1st and goal. They just ran it. This is similar to what happened the other week.
Like what week are you talking about there, Bryce?
Our game at the end against the Sabres.
Against the Sabres, what happened in that game, Bryce?
It like the down marker didn't flip one of the downs. At least it seemed like, but I mean, that's interesting. They ran the ball twice. This is definitely 3rd down, but unless there was a penny, but I don't know. There wasn't one. I don't know. That's interesting.
See, it's too bad we weren't broadcasting your game. Then we'd have it on film. And that's something about. Here we go.
Here we go. Good big time play. Good job from the defense. It should be 4th down. Now it's 3rd.
29 seconds. 28 seconds. Timeout by the Sabres.
Here we go.
That's the tale of 2 halves. I mean, the Sabres haven't scored this half, right?
Actually, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
The total points scored this half. This is very good. It was 2. Total points 2. 22 points in the first half. Each team, 2 points total in the second half. I tell you what, and that to me, it's just a wonderful, a wonderful championship game because you got the offense in the first half.
Yeah.
Up and down the field, some turnovers, a few interceptions, but some great plays too. And then in the second half, it's been defense. And the points that were scored, turnovers, a few interceptions, but some great plays too. And then in the second half, it's been defense. And the points that were scored by the defense.
Yeah. No, it has been a definitely you've definitely gotten your money's worth as far as the game goes.
The defensive coordinator for the Seminoles, who deserves a lot of credit, is Eddie Casado. The offensive coordinator is Mitch Johnson, head coach is Richard Warren. But give a shout out to Eddie Casado for the defense that he put out here in the second half for the Seminoles.
And we know him as Mundo, but here we go. Refs are coming up. I think they may be.
Well, the teams had lined up to run the play, and then the officials stopped that.
2:28.
Now, the deal is that the officials have the ability to keep the time on the field. The clock doesn't necessarily have to be official, so the officials could have the time on the field, and that's how they're explaining it that's how they would know how much time is left.
And I'm saying 20. They're wanting the clock to change. Okay, now I got 28 seconds. Here we go. Oh man. This is a pressure cooker. They're trying to get the time right on the field. Oh!
Are you kidding me? Was his knee down when he picked it up? Doesn't matter. He fell down in the same spot.
Huge. That is huge. They gotta hurry to get the ball. They just got to throw something up. They just got to throw. Go!
It's fourth down too. It's fourth down. So this is it. They got 9 seconds. He's got it up. There's a chance. Oh, no! Oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that was it. What a way to go. They can't spike it because it's fourth down.
A finale.
What a play.
And they saw it. I know they saw it. Like Gavin saw it. Like they did not adjust. They had nobody. They had nobody over the top of Corey. And he just couldn't get it hiked fast enough. They were able to get a guy over there, and he barely made the play. What an amazing finale. What a heartbreaking loss for the Sabers, but what an amazing win for the Seminoles to pull that out.
What Bryce is saying is that the receiver early on, before the ball was snapped, was uncovered.
Completely uncovered.
And then all of a sudden they had enough time, and they couldn't call timeout.
No.
So the defense had enough time to get a guy just at least give some coverage, and that was the end. And that was the end of the championship game, a championship game to remember. Seminoles now are the first two-time winners in this league. It's a young league, but back-to-back victories for the Seminoles.
Yeah, and what a amazing game for both teams. Both sides played their heart out. You know, you could see them down on the field. Just like for one team, it is just absolute despair, and it hurts so much. I think, especially when you're that running back, and it wasn't his fault. The pitch wasn't great, but like to lose those yards at that point, when your championship's on the line, like any competitor is going to be heartbroken. But on the flip side, the Seminoles, they got a way at the end, pulled that one out. Like they definitely bent, and it was super close. It looked like the Sabers might 2 weeks in a row pull something out at the end of the game. And
how close was that pass being completed over there?
Oh man, it was
down to the last play of the game within inches.
Yeah, no, it was extremely close, and it was one of those though. Credit to the defender because literally he was so close on Klingberg that it would have been almost impossible to complete it. Like it was just.
And he wasn't even over there an instant before the snap.
He had to hurry there. They had scrambled, but they pulled it off. And man.
So let's recap. The first half was a high-scoring game. It was one of those
barn burners.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams were able to move up and down the field. What happened? There's some big turnovers, some big big opportunities blown. But then also there were great big plays, big down the field passes. 3rd and 20 for a first down. So we saw a juggernaut on offense on the first half.
Yeah.
And there you go. What was your take on that half?
And the first half, I mean, it kind of turned out to be everything you would kind of want.
Would hope for in a championship game.
Yeah, like, I mean, you had both teams. It was a slugfest in the first half. Everybody was throwing punches. No one got, you respect, who's going to bend, break first. And both sides stayed in it. You go into the ball tied game, but it was kind of like what I said. Defense, good defenses make adjustments. This could come down to 1 or 2 scores and be a defensive second half. I didn't think it was going to be this defensive a second half, where literally it came down to really a mess up on special teams that determined the game. But man, that's a thriller when you come down to the very end in the red zone, one pass to win the game. It's like the stuff you kind of dream about as a quarterback or as a wide receiver. But as far as a defender, it's probably the same thing. I mean, you kind of dream about making that one last play, knocking it down and winning a championship. And so for the defense, that's what they did. They went out there, they won a championship. I mean, if I was to probably give out a player of the game,
there's a few out there.
There are a few. Yeah. I think, though, to me, the one guy that really flashes is Tavares Breland. If you really think about him and what he did, number 5, not only did he make a ton of tackles and a lot of hard hits, he had the pick 6 that scored them a touchdown, and he got the fumble when they were driving and the ball was knocked out after the wide receiver caught it. He had fumble recoveries, he had interceptions, he had a pick 6, and without that 6, they don't win this game. So, I mean,
you know what? You kind of convinced me on there, because I was, for player of the game.
Yeah.
I was your buddy Corey Klingberg.
Yeah,
good game of quarterbacks.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Obviously, if the Sabres had won, I think the player of the game, you could have. But I think if you were to go for player of the game on the Sabres side, I think you could even argue for Peanut, because he opened up all those
laser
springs. He made some great catches. I mean, Gavin did do pretty. He made some big plays. He did what they needed him to do down the stretch to keep the team in the game. Corey shot flashed, and it's almost like he probably isn't getting enough credit, because it's almost expected of him to score 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's what expected
because he does. But that is significant, definitely. So I think that they had players flash. I mean, on the defense, they made plays. So I mean, it wasn't like the Sabres didn't make plays. But I mean, if you want to say what was the difference in this game, who made this game a win, and definitely credit goes to JT, because I mean he's
who is
the quarterback. Jacob Tiasi.
There you go, Jacob.
Yeah, he throws. He threw some great balls. He threw some deep balls. He made some big plays.
Under duress, too.
Yeah, and to be credit his wide receivers, Gosier, Bryce Stewart, Thomas Austin. Thomas Austin was doing a little bit of everything, and he does that. I mean, he's a special teams. He can punt the ball. He can catch the ball. He can make the hits. So he was getting out. I mean, it was definitely a group effort on the D line. I mean, you got Darius Ridley. You got E-Man. Everybody worked in tandem, so it's definitely credit to them. And I mean, the linebacking core did their job. But when you who made the big game-changing plays, I really feel Breland came up and made. I mean, pick 6 is the difference in the score. So
that was a great thing, because you mentioned in the second half, you at one point said, well, I think 2 touchdowns could win this second half. And I agreed, but I thought, well, that would be maybe a little underneath it, right?
Yeah.
But it 2 points won the second half. Hey, you know what? It's great being here with you, Bryce. Thank you so much for joining us. Bryce Williams is up here with me, Randall Maston. We just had a great time. I want to give a shout out to Russell. Ramus, Swooperman Swoop. Ramus, thank you so much for putting this together and giving us the opportunity to come out here. And I just want to thank the Washington State Football League for a great year of football, bringing us out of the COVID, and we're ready to go home. Thank you, Bryce. Thank you, Ramus. And we are out.